Hey guys, it's now time for the last installment of my Supercross Every Day in October series. And as you can see, it's going to be EA Sports Supercross 2000 for PlayStation. Going to do a race. I'm going to go to New Orleans. And just because I want to, I'm going to play as Jean-Sebastien Roy. Just because I want to, I'm playing as Jean-Sebastien Roy. Jean-Sebastien Roy, 5-time Canadian National Champion. Also had a career best 7th at the Charlotte Supercross back in 1998. I'm going to do the heat race first, then I'm going to combine it and then do the main.
Hello everyone, I'm Art Ekman along with David Bailey, and we're looking forward to a great race tonight. David, it's a wide open field.
Well, right there, those are all the best riders in the world. Only 3 going to the podium though.
All right, we're set at the gate.
Here we go.
There's the 30-second point. The board is turned. Get ready. And the gate is dropped. We are underway with the first heat. Whoa, we'll get the whole shot here.
Of course, the original winner of this race was Ezra Luss, but this was also the race where Jeremy McGrath sewed up the 1999 Supercross Championship. And it was a magical night for Yamaha because Ernesto Fonseca won the 125 Eastern title in the same evening. If you saw my last installment, it was for MX versus ATV Unleashed. And unfortunately,
Mike Morocco has run off the track. JSR, our leader, coming around.
He looks solid.
crashed before the end of the first lap. Of course, Supercross returned to New Orleans.
Dropping back into third place.
Of course, in 1998, they returned to the Superdome for the first time since 1980. The winner of that race was Kevin Windham in 1998. Lusk won in 99. Villeman in 2000. Carmichael in 01.
Drops into sixth place.
Carmichael in 01 and 02, and then they stopped going there in 03.
Is dropping back. 4 laps to go. Jean-Sebastien Roy leading the pack.
You can tell he's been working hard during the offseason.
3 laps to go. I made this race.
How much has this track changed from what you saw in practice?
Well, the faces of the jumps are more flat now. In practice, they were straight up, but they were getting rutted. Plus, these loops aren't as big as usual, so the riders can carry a lot more speed and try to skim the top.
As it hits the lunch hour in my area on this Halloween.
Is block passing considered legal?
Well, it is if you don't intentionally try to knock your opponent off the course. If it's part of your natural line, it's cool.
John Dowd makes the pass on Bushone, moving into second place.
A gutsy move on the part of John Dowd.
Another lap for our leader. Waugh is starting to pull away.
Jean-Sebastien Roy is a newcomer who has dominated the Canadian ranks. We'll have to wait and see what his strengths and weaknesses are here in the 250 Supercross.
Henry cuts to the inside on Ferry. Gets by him. There's mind games going on.
Looks like Henry rented some space in his head.
Could be the whole top floor the way this is going.
Of course, JSR no longer active in the sport,
Michonne blows right past John Dowd.
at least riding-wise anyway. JSR now working with Colton Fasciotti in the Canadian National
John
Championship.
Dowd is moving up through the field.
I go by Emig.
The leader, Jean-Sebastien Roy, logs another lap.
Waugh's a guy who will make the main virtually all the time. He's a rider on the run.
Of course, Jean-Sebastien Roy also had some good rides in the States. As I mentioned, he had a 7th at Charlotte in 1998.
Whoa, Mike LaRocco makes a gutsy pass on Tim Ferry.
In fact, at the Unadilla National, JSR went 5'10", and that was good enough for, I believe it was 7th overall on the day. In fact, he even ran as high as 3rd in the first moto.
David, where does all the dirt for a track come from?
Well, they store it outdoors locally and truck it in, so it's going to reflect whatever weather has been going on in the local area.
Tim Ferry gets him going with his trademark. Our leader, Jean-Sebastien Roy, completes another lap.
He's going in for the kill now.
Of course, that first
Oh,
moto,
that was a spectacular move by LaRocco. That's what he's known for.
at Unadilla, JSR would run as high as 3rd and ended up finishing in
Just
5th.
passing Mikel Michonne.
And Roy also had another 5th place, I believe.
Henry and Mikel Michonne are fighting it out.
Roy had another 5th place, I believe it was at Budds Creek in the first moto. He had an 8th overall on the day. I believe he got 12th in the second moto, if I remember correctly.
Michonne makes a move on Doug Henry and takes 3rd place.
Trying to get by Tortelli.
Dowd drops into 3rd place. Henry gets by Michonne, moving into 3rd place. So the checkers are waving for Jean-Sebastien Roy.
Roy wins the heat and transfers to the main. Looks like Jean-Sebastien Roy is on pace for a great main event tonight. I did it for them since they didn't say anything. And I'm going to wait, and we're just going to wait until everyone comes across. So I'll be right back, guys. I need to quickly use that. Sorry for the wait, guys. So it's Wall, LaRocco, Pichon, and Dowd going to the main. Henry, Ferry, Wyndham, and Ward to the last chance. I apologize if I took a while, folks. But anyways, 16 minutes. Let's get to the main now. Henry made it out of the last chance. I'm going to say that Lawrence did. So anyways, there's your lineup. It is Waugh, Henry, LaRocco, Pichon, Dowd, Huffman, Reiner, Craig, Lawrence, and Ryan Hughes. Let's go.
The race is about to begin. The board is sideways. And the gate is dropped. We are underway with the main event. Number 6, John Dowd, edges out Waugh. Now they duke it out for all the marbles.
Where'd that come from? All of a sudden, he's Mr. Aggressive.
Took the lead already. Believe I got the whole shot. I was a little bit slow out of the gate.
To go. Waugh leading the pack.
He looks tight right now.
Robbie Rayner moves into 4th place.
This is going to count towards my season
Henry
now.
dropping back into 5th place. The battle for 2nd is on. Dowd versus Mikel Pichon. Whoa! Pichon rockets past Dowd. There's a big battle now for 4th place.
Wow. A little hot there.
Mikel Pichon blasts by John Dowd, moving up into 2nd place. Our leader, Waugh, around again, still looking relaxed and smooth. Robbie Rayner falls behind now. Craig gets by easily.
Michael Craig on the Planet Honda team when this game came
Robbie
out.
Rayner is moving up through the field. Each round this year, the start has been so important. How important is the start here?
This track has some pretty big jumps, and there are only a few guys who are doing those jumps consistently. If you don't get a good start and you're caught up in the back of the pack, it's hard to work your way through because not everyone's doing those big jumps. The guys who are in front are going to pull away.
Michael Craig grabs some big air, and they're serving pretzels on that flight. Our leader, Waugh, completes another lap.
Looking smooth.
And as I was saying earlier, the Supercross
Robbie
season,
Rayner bringing the crowd alive with another of his patented stunts.
the Supercross season stopped going to New Orleans after 02. Carmichael winning the last 2 years there. And then they came back in
Rayner
09.
makes a beautiful move on Michael Craig, moving into 5th place.
Returns in 09. James Stewart won that race in a battle with Chad Reed.
John Dowd is dropping back. Dowd blows right past Rayner. Eight laps to go. Jean-Sebastien Roy looking strong.
Art, he looks fast.
Coming up to lap, Phil Lawrence and Damon Huffman.
The crew and factories aren't big fans of the stunts.
It's all fine until someone crashes or almost crashes.
Dead Henry gets him going with his trademark. To a fan new to Supercross, David, they might be saying, what's with these stunts?
They might be saying that, Art, but they love it. It's something completely separate from the racing. It puts everyone in a good mood, the riders, the spectators, because it's just so much fun.
Walt, our leader, coming around.
How about halfway through?
Usually you see the stunts on the last lap.
Yeah, but sometimes if the rider has a huge lead, he'll start getting stylish in the big jumps just to get the crowd into it. And sometimes they'll do it just to relax. That's the way they ride during the week when the pressure is on.
Coming up to lap Michael Craig.
Doug Henry and Mikel Pichon are fighting it out. David, explain the whoop section to some of our first-timers.
There are two ways to get to the whoops quick. If they're tall, you can use timing by jumping 2, 3, 4 at a time. Or if they're shorter, you can hit them faster and try to stay on the top. It's like a hydroplane skimming the water.
6 laps to go. Walt is the current leader.
He looks solid.
Getting a little held up there by
Robbie Raymond
Brandon and Henry.
dropping back into 5th place.
That's 5th place right there. 5th place that just left. Now I'm coming up on Dowd. That's probably the difference there. Dowd isn't able to do the triple, and I am.
These stunts look risky sometimes.
They are. And the team managers get a little nervous if it gets out of hand.
There's a collision. Waugh and Dowd. The leader, Waugh, logs another lap. David, what exactly is a rhythm section?
These sections vary all the time, but they're always a series of jumps, double jumps, and plateaus, staggered to give the riders a couple of different strategies to get over them.
David Bailey, the riders really get to show off some style up there.
The riders are basically entertainers. Fans want to see a good show. Some riders are more conscious of that than others.
I know that Waugh has been working with Colton Fasciati, like I said
Number
earlier.
21, Jean-Sebastien Roy, still leading. A stylish move by Henry.
The proof is in the pudding. Fasciati has won 3 consecutive 450 Canadian National Championships. Quite a ways to go to catch up to Waugh. He currently has 5.
What can the track builders do about wet soil?
With wet dirt, you've got to mix in some lime to dry it out. It helps, but the riders know it's still going to get pretty rough.
Whoa! John Dowd rockets past Raynard. Whoa, they're loving it. John Dowd gives his fans quite a show. David, what are these riders thinking when they plan their line through the rhythm section?
Most riders can just look at these sections and figure out the fastest timing through it. There's usually a faster way that not everyone has the confidence to attempt. The idea is to jump through them with as fast a timing as possible, avoiding one jump and slow it down.
Our leader, Jean-Sebastien Roy, around again, still looking relaxed and smooth.
Coming up on Damon Huffman once again. About 3 laps to go in the race.
The riders have very different attitudes about indoor and outdoor venues, don't they?
Supercross is a tight sprint race. It also favors the riders who aren't afraid to jump anything. Some guys just need more time and room.
Another lap for our leader. Walt is starting to pull away.
You can tell he's been working hard during the offseason.
Oh, there's a spectacular move by Michael Gray. That's what he's known for. Let him know he's there.
Hughes I'm coming up on.
Showing off to the crowd there.
Right there.
17, Bobby Reaney, showing off a bit.
There's Morocco.
1 lap to go. Walt looking strong. Bringing the crowd alive with another of his patented stunts. Gets him going with his trademark.
This is safe to say I've got this one. I'm still charging.
The checkers are out for number 21, Jean-Sebastien Roy.
Just under 12 minutes.
So, Jean-Sebastien Roy dominates the main event.
Great showing tonight by Roy. Still win by a mile. Still waiting on second place to come around. And there it is. Almost over 47 seconds. Just showing in second, Henry third. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just got out front and didn't look back. I had a challenge from Dowd earlier, but I was able to weather it. Brainerd comes through in fourth. And it looks like John Dowd is going to get fifth. Yep, John Dowd in fifth. And it did credit me with the whole shot. Michael Craig in 6th. Mike LaRocco 7th. Ryan Hughes in 8th. And it looks like Huffman will finish in 9th and Phil Lawrence in 10th. Yep, Huffman comes through for 9th place. And Phil Lawrence will come through for 10th. Just waiting on him as soon as it is. I'll rerun down the results. I'm down to about a minute left. There it is. So there's your results. It is Watt, Cashone, Henry, the top 3. Raynard and Dow rounding out the top 5. Mike Craig with a great ride for 6th. LaRocco, Hughes, Huffman, and Lawrence are top 10. And that will conclude my Supercross Every Day in October series. And I'll see you guys for the next Supercross, for the next series Every Day in October. That will come on October 1st, 2015. So long, everybody.